In Afghanistan's arid north, a colossal project is underway, the Kosh-Tepe Canal. Stretching for hundreds of kilometers, this ambitious canal slices through the barren landscape, a bold vision taking shape in a region long plagued by drought and hardship. Visible from space, this canal is the Taliban's boldest attempt to transform the nation since their return to power. It's a feat of engineering that signals a new era, one that could redefine Afghanistan's relationship with its land and its neighbors. Designed to divert the mighty Amu Darya River, the canal aims to irrigate nearly 2 million acres of desert, promising not just food security, but a sense of national pride. For many Afghans, it represents hope for a self-sufficient future, where barren fields might finally turn green. The Taliban are pouring scarce resources and manpower into the canal, betting that this project will break Afghanistan's dependence on foreign aid and international handouts. It's a gamble with high stakes, as the country's economy teeters on the edge. But this ambition comes at a cost, especially for neighbors Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan, who rely on the same river for their own survival. The canal's construction has already raised alarm bells across Central Asia. The canal is now a regional flashpoint, stirring hope in Afghanistan and anxiety downstream. For villagers near the canal, it's a lifeline. For farmers in Uzbekistan, it's a looming threat to their crops and livelihoods. Can the Taliban, known for insurgency rather than engineering, deliver on this promise? Their ability to manage such a complex project is under intense scrutiny, both at home and abroad. Is this a genuine solution to hunger, or a risky gamble that could destabilize the region? The environmental risks are real, and the political consequences could be severe. Water is becoming more precious than ever, and this project pits Afghanistan's urgent needs against the uncertain future of the entire region. Every drop diverted is a drop less for those downstream. As of late 2025, the first phase is complete, and construction continues at breakneck speed. The canal is already altering the landscape, and its impact is only beginning to be felt. The Taliban hail it as a triumph, a symbol of their new rule. But downstream the mood is tense, with farmers and officials watching the river's flow with growing concern. The canal is a unilateral move in a region where water has always been contested. It's a reminder that in Central Asia, rivers are as much about politics as they are about survival. It's a high-stakes drama, with millions of lives in the balance. The outcome will shape not just Afghanistan's destiny, but the fate of its neighbors as well. The world is watching. Will this river of ambition bring prosperity, or spark new conflict? The answer remains uncertain, as hopes and fears flow side by side. The Kosh-Tepe Canal is no longer just a blueprint. It's a test of Afghanistan's future, and a symbol of the region's struggle over water, survival, and sovereignty. To grasp the controversy, you must understand the scale. The Kosh-Tepe Canal is no small ditch. It's a 285-kilometer artificial river, wider than many natural waterways and over 8 meters deep. This colossal project is designed to transform the landscape and the lives of those who depend on it. It starts in Balkh province, drawing from the Amu Darya, and cuts across Jozyan into Faryab. This route is not just a line on a map, it's a lifeline for the regions it traverses. The goal: irrigate 550,000 hectares, an area larger than Norfolk. Imagine the potential for increased agricultural output and food security. For a nation where most people depend on agriculture, the promise is transformative. It could mean the difference between subsistence and prosperity for countless families. The project is divided into 3 phases, with the first 108 kilometers completed ahead of schedule. This rapid progress is a testament to the determination behind the project. The second, longest phase is underway, followed by a network of subcanals. These subcanals will ensure that water reaches even the most remote fields. Funded entirely from Afghanistan's own budget, about $684 million, it's a massive gamble for a country cut off from international aid. This financial independence is both a point of pride and a significant risk. The Taliban see it as the centerpiece of their economic strategy, not just food security, but a shot at becoming a wheat exporter. This ambition could redefine Afghanistan's place in the global market. They hope to move Afghanistan from dependency to self-reliance. This shift could have profound implications for the nation's future. But the question remains, is this dream built on solid ground or on sand? The challenges are as vast as the canal itself. The canal's scale matches the ambition, but so do the risks. The outcome of this project will be a defining moment for Afghanistan. Success or failure will reshape Afghanistan's future. The stakes could not be higher. Construction is relentless. Work continues around the clock, with floodlights illuminating the dust and sweat of thousands of laborers. The sense of urgency is palpable, as if every hour lost could tip the balance between hope and hardship. Over 6,500 workers and thousands of machines are mobilized, forming a massive workforce that stretches across the Afghan landscape. Their efforts are coordinated with military precision, each person playing a role in this national endeavor. The Taliban's leadership boasts of rapid progress, framing the canal as proof of Afghan capability and independence. They highlight every milestone, eager to show the world that Afghanistan can stand on its own. Managed by the state-owned National Development Company, the project is a symbol of sovereignty. It's a showcase of what the new regime claims it can achieve without outside interference. For the Taliban, it's more than agriculture, it's a statement. Afghanistan, they insist, can build without foreign help, relying on its own people and resources to shape its destiny. Images of machinery and flowing water fill official media, reinforcing their narrative of progress. These visuals are carefully curated to inspire confidence and pride among Afghans. The canal is central to their public relations, helping consolidate power and legitimacy. It's a rallying point for communities, drawing crowds who watch and hope for a better future. After years of conflict, the Taliban want to be seen as builders, not just fighters. They seek to transform their image, presenting themselves as stewards of national development. But urgency drives them. They're racing against drought, economic crisis, and public impatience. The land is parched, and the stakes are rising with every passing day. The canal is their chosen battleground for economic survival, a lifeline for millions who depend on its promise of water and renewal. Every meter dug is presented as a step toward a self-reliant Afghanistan. Each shovel of earth is a declaration of intent, a move toward a future free from dependency. It's a powerful message in a country proud of its sovereignty, but the stakes are high. Failure could mean not just disappointment but disaster for those who have pinned their hopes on this project. The future of millions depends on whether this gamble pays off. For many, the canal represents the difference between prosperity and continued struggle. The world is watching to see if the Taliban can deliver, not just for themselves, but for the people whose lives hang in the balance. For northern Afghan farmers, the canal is a lifeline. Generations have battled drought and poverty. Now a reliable water supply could transform barren land into productive fields. The promise: feed a nation of 40 million, reduce dependence on imports, and create jobs. The Taliban claim the canal will not only meet domestic wheat demand but generate export surpluses. Thousands are employed on the project, bringing income and hope to struggling communities. For many, it's a rare chance at stability and purpose, but success depends on more than water. It requires modern farming, fair distribution, and careful management. Without these, the canal could bring new problems: waterlogging, soil salinization, and disputes. The dream of a green north could easily become a nightmare of wasted potential. The canal's promise is real, but so are the risks. Downstream, anxiety is growing. Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan depend on the Amu Darya for agriculture and drinking water. Afghanistan's canal threatens to reduce their share, sparking fears of water shortages and economic fallout. No modern water-sharing agreement includes Afghanistan, leaving neighbors alarmed by this unilateral move. Uzbekistan has sought assurances, but trust is thin. Turkmenistan, already one of the world's driest countries, faces dire consequences if river flows drop. The canal could tip the region into crisis, with ecological and economic repercussions for millions. The canal's impact goes beyond politics. It threatens the region's fragile environment. The Aral Sea, once vast, has already been devastated by upstream diversions. The canal could accelerate its demise. Toxic dust storms from the shrinking sea spread illness and environmental damage across Central Asia. The canal's unlined, open design means huge water losses to seepage and evaporation, worsening the strain on the Amu Darya. Experts warn that more water will be diverted than reaches Afghan fields, amplifying downstream harm. Poor water management could lead to soil salinization and ruined farmland. In their rush, the Taliban risk creating a short-term oasis that becomes a long-term desert. The environmental stakes are enormous and potentially irreversible. Experts are divided. Some see the canal as a bold, necessary step for a desperate nation, potentially stabilizing Afghanistan and reducing regional instability. If successful, it could create jobs, reduce poverty, and address root causes of conflict. Others warn of technical, environmental, and diplomatic risks. They question the Taliban's capacity to manage such a complex project and highlight the lack of environmental safeguards. Critics fear wasted resources, structural failures, and escalating regional tensions. The AMU Daria is already under stress. The canal could push it past the breaking point. The project's outcome will echo far beyond Afghanistan's borders. The Kosh-Tepe Canal is a defining moment for Afghanistan and Central Asia. It's the Taliban's boldest initiative, promising self-reliance and hope for a war-weary nation. But the risks are immense: regional conflict, environmental disaster, and potential isolation. The canal could force long-overdue negotiations, leading to a new water-sharing treaty and regional cooperation. Or it could deepen divisions, spark retaliation, and fail due to technical flaws. The project is a test of the Taliban's ability to govern responsibly and build trust with neighbors. The future hangs in the balance, prosperity or conflict, green fields or barren desert. The Kosh-Tepe Canal has set Afghanistan and its neighbors on a new, uncertain course. Its legacy will shape the region for years to come. The world is watching to see which path they choose.